Somebody already got kicked. Dope. Somebody already got kicked. Dope.
Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing cuckoo, and get thrown out the conversation. Throw up 2 fingers and tell them, please don't keep the drama waiting. Bye. Donate to the cause and hit the cash app. And if you ain't got it, them likes are free. Go and smash that. BBN, hit that with a hashtag. Sick with the content, come around and need a hazmat. Jack Frost, yeah, you dudes need to back off. You got the work around here, yeah, we all tip our hats off. Keep the same name, that's what you point for. But if you coming back in, put a 2.0. Big bags, and you asking what they heavy for. Foot and ass be going hella crazy with the petty wars. Good conversation, that's what we be really ready for. Good conversation like being on the bottom of a heavy whore. Nah, why niggas be like that? Unsubscribe and tell them, yo, hey, I'll be right back. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing.
Yeah, bags. We just kicked that guy straight out the door. We don't got time for that. We hold those over here. Who the fuck is that dude? Hold on, bro. Can we get bags in the chat? Y'all don't see it, but somebody got hit with bags. Can we get all the bags?
206, yeah, I love my city. Right. Call a couple homies, want y'all come roll with me. Cruising through the city in the 300. Car filled with smoke, cause I blow that dro. Never on the low, I ain't got no tents. Bring a couple Dutches, I don't smoke out of pins. And you ain't hitting this unless you family or friend. Bitch niggas want a trip, though they didn't chip in. I keep a circle small. No offense, but I don't fuck with y'all. So I just proceed to hit gas and breeze through the city, call the town where I lay it down something legal. And we gon' ride out to the west side Seattle, that's where I hide out. Take it back to my house, and we can chill. Set the vibe right, set the vibe right. That's right, now roll up. And we gon' ride out to the west side Seattle, that's where I hide out. Take it back to my house, and we can chill. Set the vibe right, now tell me just how you feel. I feel like Seattle on a sunny day. I wanna go outside and play. And anything goes. What I'm gonna be doing, man, I really don't know. I feel like Seattle on a sunny day. I wanna go outside and play. And anything goes. What I'm gonna be doing, man, I really don't know.
West side nigga in the S5 fist. And a flipping cake cause the west side grits. A tap out session, just a lesson from me. We get entangled in each other, she be wetting my sheets. She always playing games while she messing with me. If a nigga working hard, she caressing my feet. A nigga known to get it, no recession with me. I'm flipping racks and get it back, I'm just a blessing to be. Yeah, out here grinding on a sunny day. Chasing down the racks cause I never make the money wait. I be moving, doing what I'm doing. Never get caught slipping cause I'm tying up the loose ends. Rack after rack, then I see another. Black on black, sitting comfortable in peanut butter. Night vision, and you see the back seats recline. If we ever talking west side, you can see it's
feel like Seattle on a sunny day. I wanna go outside and play. And anything goes. What I'm gonna be doing, man, I really don't know. I feel like Seattle on a sunny day. I wanna go outside and play. And anything goes. What I'm gonna be doing, man, I really don't know. Seattle on a sunny day. I wanna go outside and play. And anything goes. What I'm gonna be doing, man, I really don't know.
BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How's everything? I'm not even gonna tell you. Shout out to this other shit though. But BBN, Jack Frost, how's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. Hey yo, check this out. Sorry for the long opening. I mean, not really, because I got to see some good content. But the long opening was basically because I accidentally did a thing, and I started a little bit earlier than I intended, so therefore we had a little bit longer opening than we normally would have had. So I just want to say that. With that being said, how's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. Let's turn that down, make that a little bit more tolerable. So real quick, I want to say a couple of things. I just want to get this out of the way. We want to discuss this Travis Scott situation. I know everybody is talking currently right now. I know that everybody is talking about young Dolph. We're also going to talk about that. But I just want to point something out, especially when we're talking about this whole young Dolph situation. Troy Ave pushed his album back. That energy. Shout out to Troy Ave. Troy Ave pushed his album back. That energy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when where's the solidarity? Like, Soulja Boy doesn't get it. You understand what I'm saying? He's reflexively reacting to a situation that he probably in his own self thinks that is being created externally, when it's really being created internally. Because what Soulja Boy is doing is, just so we can be clear, somebody passed away that is a person of acclaim that we're supposed to. Not that whenever anyone passes away, we're not supposed to mourn. But this is a specific individual that had a certain spot and a certain notoriety. So there's a level of respect that we should give. Soulja Boy isn't giving that level of respect. And while people are saying, come on, Soulja, what's good? Now he's responding reflexively. And it's not the right energy. You feel me? So let's clap it up. Let's clap it up for Troy Ave, because that's the type of energy that we're supposed to have in this particular situation. And with that being said, before we even get the show on the road, I want to give a shout out to Prince Tuamir with the dub drop. Early in the morning, Prince Tuamir says, look, we're going to play 0 games today. Today is Friday. We're playing 0 games. When we start the show, there's already going to be a dub drop waiting. Shout out to Prince Tuamir. And he says, who's next? Who's next, you red beasties? We're gonna just roll just like this. Shout out to Cynthia Sauterfield. We got Cynthia Sauterfield in the house. She says, salute Jack Frost, BBN Network family. We're just gonna roll it as it goes. As everybody already knows on this channel right now, only Green Team members can speak. That's $2 a month. This is not done to penalize any of our regular members. $2 a month is not a penalization type situation. Just so we can be clear. It's $2 a month. So when people be like, yo, you gotta pay to be a part of that community. No, you don't. You could literally be part of the community by just be here listening, hitting that like button or the dislike button, whatever the fuck is, float your boat. But we are gonna have a couple of polls up that you can also vote on. And the first poll that I want to put up right now, especially while we got the room is still only 40 people, 39 people. I want to put up a poll real quick. I want to know what you guys think about this just initially right now. And it's a Travis Scott poll. Hey, hold on. All right. I wanted to make sure that's what I was thinking. I wanted to make sure I wrote the question appropriately, so it could be answered fairly, just in a roundabout way, whatever the case is. Anyway, so they go to do you think Travis Scott as the event organizer? I should have put a freaking comma there. Do you think Travis Scott as the event organizer needs 2 commas? should be held responsible for Astro World. I want to know what you guys think. And I wrote it like that specifically because I keep hearing people mention him only as he was a performer there. And I think that you're missing the point. Like, he's not just a performer. He was a performer there. Yes, there was a whole lot of performers there. No performer could then themselves be held responsible. But he also was the event organizer, the person who put the event together. On that capacity, you think he should be held responsible. And I'm going to have another follow-up question after that, because I'm just curious. And as we know, there's way too many trolls in here for these polls to actually mean anything. So I'm just putting polls up so y'all can fight. That's it. To be honest with you, there's way too many trolls in here for these polls to really mean anything. These polls are meaningless. Let's let y'all know. Hit that like button. When we first spoke about this, just so we could be clear, I told you that he was going to be one of the people that was going to be being sued and he was going to be being held responsible. I told you this. Let's see if we can get some, let's see if we can get y'all chat up in here. I told y'all this, right? Remember? This is a factual statement. The reason why I'm saying I told you this is, what the fuck? Okay, that was the wrong one. Okay. Trying to grab something. The reason why I'm telling you I told you this is specifically because I said it was going to be something like in the ways of $1 billion. Specifically, I told y'all, yo, this shit is going to be like in the way of $1 billion. I told y'all this specifically. I said what's going to happen is that there's going to be so many people that's going to be suing that there's no way. Because there's no way that you could tell me that what they're suing for the damages that had been occurred with the amount of people that was there. Like, this is a mass scale damage situation. That's what you got to understand. I think that that's what people aren't really putting into effect when they're so quick to say, well, we're not going to hold this person responsible, or we're not going to hold that person responsible. Yo, there was 10 people died at this concert, and it wasn't like situations that were unavoidable. It's not like people got hurt and there were the appropriate paramedics there. It's not like there was an attack and they had and the police did well by, you know, taking care of the situation. These are the reasons why the city is sued. The police weren't taking care of the situation appropriately. They didn't have the right amount of paramedics there. So we're going to get on their ass for not having the right amount of paramedics there, but we're also going to get on the city's ass because the city didn't have them. The city's the one that gave them the permits, and they put the show on, and the city has to make sure that all of these things are there. Not just that they gave them the permit. The city then has to officially make sure that everybody has the right licenses, that the people that they're hiring to do these jobs are capable, that they, whatever organizations that they're getting the people from to suit these positions, these organizations have already vetted these people. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is the city's job to make sure they're giving them the fucking, what the hell you call that shit? They're giving them the permit to put this thing on. You don't just get a permit. Depending on what you're doing, there's certain guidelines that you have to fall behind, that you have to follow, right? Tell me when I'm wrong. In order to get the permit, there's certain guidelines that you have to follow. This is a factual statement. If they don't follow the guidelines, that means that there's supposed to be authorities in place to make sure that the show don't go on, right? The show went on. So therefore, the city is also liable, period. We're not trying to take away the liability from anyone else when we're saying that Travis Scott is also liable. And I think that that's the misconception that a lot of people are having when we're having this conversation. Check this out. Listen. $2 billion. Do you think this is an attack on Travis Scott, or do you think this is an attack on the Kardashians? Listen. When we talk about lawsuits over here, what do I tell y'all? You always sue a person for more than what they got if it's a personal thing. If you're trying to get them up out of here, you sue a person for more than what they have. What up, Prince to Amir? He says, Good morning, everyone. Shout out to Prince to Amir putting the care shape up. Let's pin that. Listen. Oh, y'all can hear it? Is it too, yeah, I don't know how loud it is. I should have checked. Let's pin that. You can hear it? I turned it off. Oh, yeah. I think I accidentally turned it off. I ain't mean to turn it off, though. There we go. Anyway, look, check this out. I was fucking with some levels. Look, check this out. And we're going to talk about Young Dolph, obviously. I just didn't want to lead with the Young Dolph topic because at this point it's just clickbaity. No matter what you say about the Young Dolph topic, at this point it's clickbaity. There's no new information. The newest thing that we heard about, I'm going to show y'all. There's actually a channel that has a dude from Memphis that's out there getting footage. Shout out to that guy. Alright? Not everybody got the fucking balls to go out to the fucking spot or the location of the shit where it happened at and get fucking footage. Okay? Motherfucker, not everybody got the balls or the temerity to do some shit like that. So, did I use that word right? My fucking neck is fucked up. I slept bad. Hold on. Did I use that word right? Give me 1 second. Temerity.
Here's the definition
excessive
of temerity.
Confidence, boldness. Excessive confidence, boldness. Boom. Temerity. Just say. Y'all can see I
Here's
use
the
the word
definition of temerity. Excessive confidence or boldness. Audacity.
Yeah, so not everybody has the so not everybody has the temerity to go out there and do that type of shit. You understand what I'm saying? Not everybody got that. You understand what I'm saying? Remember, a lot of these dudes speak crazy, and then they really don't need a crib. They really don't go nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? I'm damn near everywhere myself. So shout out to dude in Memphis that decided that he was gonna go out there and get footage for everybody. I'm gonna show y'all some of the footage a little bit later. I'm even gonna let y'all know the channel that it's from, because you know that's how I do. We're gonna give it up like that. Yo, I'm gonna say this much. Also, I want to say something for everybody that comes into the chat and you watch the commercial first. After you finish watching the commercial, you gotta go and push it to live play, because you came in at that point and while the commercial played, it stopped the video for you. So we're busy going on like this. You're watching the commercial, then when you come in, you're behind us. You understand what I'm saying? So what you have to do is when you come in, you got to first push that all the way to the live action and then let the video play. This is just whenever you go into anybody live video that you watch the commercial first, because watching the commercial first helps the channel. So boom, I just want to push out on the game. I don't know if anybody else told y'all that. Anyway, the music is too high. Okay, we're going to turn the music all the way down. Boom. How about that? Fuck the music. Shout out to New York Facts. I was going to turn the music off anyway as soon as somebody complained. Could we hit that like button though? I need 1 second because like I said, I started the show a little bit early. I wasn't all the way ready. I need 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm going to play something. I'm going to come right back even if it's not ended. But I think it's going to be ended by the time I come back. Give me 1 more second. I need 1 second. And then I'm coming right back.
I be on my grind. It be on my mind. That's why I keep that pine. When I'm on that grind, I be background.
When I get it and go, call that a fast break. Young cash cow and all I eat is steak. The pill game been booming, you fuck boys late. Your whole team rib touching, you the only one ain't. You hang around some real niggas, you the only one ain't. If I fuck with you, my word good as the bank.
Damn, if I knew 2 days ago what I knew right now, I wouldn't even be in this shit.
All right, there we go. Sorry about that. I just, like I said, I started a little bit early by accident, so I had to do something real quick. All right, so check it out. Let's get to the show. A couple of things I want to say real quick, just so we can be clear. The show's starting now. That's one. Second thing is this. One of the things that we're going to be discussing is obviously we're going to be talking about Young Dolph. I just didn't want to put Young Dolph in the title like that. He's in the title, but I didn't want to say anything specific happened because nothing specific happened. So what leads off with the title is something that we haven't yet talked about or has something titled as that we could discuss in I don't know. I guess this is something that we could discuss in perpetuity. We're going to be talking about both of these topics for a while now. So right now we're just leading off with the Travis Scott content, but everything is open. So whatever y'all want to put into the chat revolving around Travis Scott and revolving around Young Dolph, put that in the chat. We're going to close this. Are we at least at 10 minutes yet? We're at 12 minutes. We're going to end this poll. And now I have a different question for you. And I want to know what you think about this real quick. I don't want to say album drop concerning. Let's just say concerning Memphis, right? Let's just say concerning Memphis. Anyway, the first poll, do you think Travis Scott as the event organizer should be held responsible also for Astroworld? 62% of y'all said yes, 37% said no, 29% people voted. Shout out to the 29 people that voted, 29 people voted. Thank you to 29 people that voted. Hopefully we can get more votes in. Like I said before, I just wanted to, I'm hoping you guys are voting the way that you really feel. You're not just voting one way or the other. These polls really don't mean anything unless you guys vote faithfully and truthfully. So I'm giving you the opportunity to be able to communicate amongst each other via vote. So that's what that's about. Can you turn the music down? The music all the way down. All right, so check this out. I want to say this in concern with Travis Scott. And I also want to talk about Young Dolph, but in concern with Travis Scott, I want to say this. And I don't know if anybody has said this yet, but do you think that this is an attack on the Kardashians? Everybody think that this is an attack on Travis Scott. Did y'all see Kim the other day? Kim Kardashian was holding hands with that dude from the SNL guy. I don't even think that guy's funny, so I mean, whatever. You know, what you like, you like. So I'm not questioning anything. But the dude from SNL or some shit like that, Pete Davidson, I think his name is. Did y'all see Kim Kardashian with Pete Davidson lately? I'm going to tell you what I found really interesting. I'm going to say this real quick. I'm going to tell you what I found really super interesting. Kanye West went on Drink Champs. They said that him and his wife is divorced. And he said, are we really? Did you see any paperwork? And a lot of people, and they didn't really go much deeper into that. So I don't know if that was in a previously agreed on a position that they already took with the organizers of Drink Champs that will allow a certain amount of questioning about this particular topic, but any questioning after that we're gonna need for y'all to dead for whatever the reason is. You understand what I'm saying? They got it dead for whatever the reason is. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know if that was a previously agreed on position that they decided not to go too deeply into certain topics or not. But I just want to be perfectly clear on you. He said, we're not divorced. Do you see paperwork? If you don't get it, you don't get it. If you know, you know. So the point in which I'm trying to make is this an attack on the Kardashians or is this an attack on Travis Scott? You sue people for more than what they have when you're trying to destroy them. Dave did something. Dave wronged you really, really bad. Their damages are high. You can sue them and just for enough to just take home and be like you're okay with it. Or you could sue niggas into oblivion. Right now, Travis Scott, the people around in Astro World and everything else is getting sued into oblivion. $1 billion? That's what countries owe, right? That's a number that countries owe, right? Imagine if you owed a Mexican cartel $1 billion. What the fuck you think is gonna happen to you? You cannot join through iPhone. Must use a browser. At least that's what I was told. I don't know how to use the browser myself. They're suing him into oblivion. If he's getting sued for $2 billion, they're not suing him. He would never be able to pay $2 billion back. The people that own that event, you think they billionaires? They'll never be able to pay $2 billion. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand the significance of what I tried to explain when I said Live Nation wanted the event to stop at a point and said stop the event, and they kept the event going, and I said that's going to be extremely important. That's going to be paramount to who has what liability. Because if Live Nation is saying stop the event, stop the event, stop the event, you continue with the event, that means that Live Nation is not acquiring any more liability up to the point where they said stop the event. That's how the law kind of works. That's what their lawyers are going to argue. I'm telling you what their lawyers are going to argue. Okay, first of all, I keep telling you what lawyers are going to argue in court, and then lawyers literally go argue it in court. So is niggas arguing with me on this? Is this one of the things that people are going to disagree with me on? I'm curious. I'm curious. Because I literally keep telling y'all what lawyers should argue in court, and then they go to court and argue that thing. I'm not smarter than these niggas. So that means that they're not following my lead. That means that there's just a thing to do. No lawyers watching this channel trying to figure, Jack Frost said, oh, this is how we're going to do it. Jack Frost, he knows how to do all it. No lawyers doing this. Okay? So obviously when I'm telling you things and then lawyers go do the things that I'm telling you, obviously this is just the way that it's done. I'm not no super brain. Just pay attention to the people that always tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. Pay attention to those people. You do what you want with them. Let's get back to it. Listen. Pay attention. Travis Scott don't got $2 billion. Live Nation backed out of it before the worst of it happened. Live Nation backed out of it before Drake came out. They said a lot of the trampling happened when Drake came out. That's why Drake's name is on the fucking thing. Because it was already a situation. Already. And then Drake came out and more damage happened after Drake came out. Live Nation already has no liability on this because Live Nation wanted it stopped. I'm going to tell you the chain of events real quick for the people that don't know, for the uninitiated. The event opens up at whatever the fuck time. Travis Scott comes out at 9:30. At 9:38, it's issued as a critical. It's an emergency situation at 9:38. Live Nation says that they don't want any part of it. A mass casualty event. It's a mass casualty incident. It's labeled a mass casualty incident at 9:38. Listen, Travis Scott comes out at 9:30. At 9:38, it's labeled a mass casualty situation. Live Nation wants the place stopped. Listen, there's no way at 9:38 they found out that it was this bad. They had to already have previous information, just because this information has to pass through so many people in order for this decision to be made, for it to be a mass casualty event. You understand what I'm saying? You know how many things have to happen for it to be called the mass casualty event? That means that whatever the bullshit that was going on, where people was getting hurt, whatever the problem was that was happening, it was happening way before. As people getting kicked, nobody can even tell me. If anybody from the green team is getting kicked, let me know. I think people are getting kicked. You gotta get these guys up on my IP immediately. Gotta get these guys up on my IP immediately so they could be so they could be documenting this shit. What up, T. Andre Willisini? He says, good morning. What up to Arthur D. Glass? He says, good morning, Fruits, BB and Fiend. Look, listen. Pay attention. Pay attention. Alright? If they call it a mass casualty event at 9:38, how long do you think it takes for information to pass? Just think about that for 1 minute. Think about how long it would have actually have taken for the right amount of people to have discussed this. Remember, they went on with it. So that means that when they was discussing this, there was pushback. There were people saying why it should stop, and there was people saying why it shouldn't stop. So this was a conversation. This wasn't a thing. They was probably having this conversation for 10, 20 minutes before Travis Scott even came out onto stage. That's why Travis Scott is getting sued. For everybody that keeps saying he shouldn't get sued because he's the artist, I just told you why he's getting sued. I don't know how they're going to fight this. So that's why I'm saying he's getting sued into oblivion. Because this isn't a case that he can win. This civil case, he is 100% going to lose. This is one of the biggest slam dunks in slam dunk history. This is like if Michael Jordan had Shaq's power and Allen Iverson's speed, with his hops, his hang time mixed with Spud Webb's vertical. That kind of slam dunk on a bitty rim. That kind of slam dunk. That's what kind of slam dunk this is. This is a slam dunk. The fact that they pushed it up to $2 billion, they're not going to be able to recoup $2 billion. Are you understand? Does anybody understand what I'm saying, or does this make no sense? Where are they going to recoup the $2 billion from? Even if you sue for $2 billion and win, where are they going to recoup it from? No, there's no way that they're going to give them $2 billion to court, right? They might give them $1 billion, though. Where are they going to get $1 billion from? When I first said, look, they're going to sue these people, it's going to be like $800 million. That's why I wouldn't do class action. because that's how much I figured the court would give. No matter what you're suing for, I figured the court would give about $800 million. But now you're telling me you got 200 people that want to be on that one bill. You figured out a way to make the charge $2 billion. They might win that shit and get like 1.3 billion, 1.1 billion. Travis Scott can't pay for those damages. So who do you think this is really an attack on? Travis Scott or the Kardashians? I promise you. Listen, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Hit the like button. Let's get these likes up to 50 right now, and I'm going to tell you what happened. I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen. Until we get the likes up to 50, and then I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you 100% what's going to happen. Watch. Get those likes up to 50. We're not doing this. Hit that like button, please. When we get the likes up to 50, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. And then after I tell you what's going to happen, if you want, we'll switch over and talk about young Dolph. But get those likes up to 50. We got 91 people in here. If you hit that dislike button, you better switch that bitch back. Because I'm literally about to tell you what's going to happen. I'm literally about to tell you 100%. This is not an attack on this dude. This is an attack on the Kardashians, in my belief. Do you know that the Kardashians took him out of their show? All of the, like, whatever the new Kardashian TV show that's going to be coming out, all of the scenes with him being cut. Allegedly. Cut. Who you think this is an attack on? You think this is an attack on him, or you think this is an attack on the Kardashians? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Let's look at this poll that we got up right now. We 13 minutes in, 32 people voted. I'm going to leave it up for a little bit longer. It says, do you think Soulja Boy is ready for all the trash he's talking concerning Memphis? 18% said yes, 82% said no, 34 people voted. I'll leave it up a little while longer. It's almost at the 15-minute mark, so we can leave it up for about 20 minutes. I'm telling you right now, I don't believe this is an attack on Travis Scott. I believe this is an attack on the Kardashians. I believe right now the Kardashians is actually trying to distance themselves but keep themselves close. So the way that you do that is Travis Scott hasn't left his crib. Travis Scott stayed home. He hasn't went out. But they also took him off of the show. So they hold him close personally. But officially out here in the world, we're not seeing them together as much or as often or where we would normally see them. So that's how you hold the person closely, but you also at arm's distance. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it looked like they're doing to him, to me. And I'm not saying that it is or isn't warranted. That's just what I see, my opinion. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. Apparently I might be playing basketball today, but it's cold outside, so I don't understand what the person is telling me. And that's number one. That's number 3 way to get my attention is basketball. I'm gonna probably get my attention if you say basketball. Also, if you say certain things, I'm not gonna say them right now. But if you say basketball, you probably gonna have all of my attentions. NYC says, are they married? I don't know if they're married. No. I don't know. I don't think they're married. But I'm not even going to say married. I'm not even going to talk about them being married or not. The thing that I'm going to say is not that. You're not going to guess it. At least I don't think anybody is going to guess it. How often do people guess the thing that I say that turns out to be true? It don't happen often, right? I mean, you could try to guess it. I doubt very much you're gonna. No, that's not the angle I'm going at. Whether they married or not, this is it's pointless. Whether they're married or not, it has no nothing. He's bad for their brand, so of course they're keeping him in the distance. Well, right now he's bad for all brands. There's people dropping him like crazy. So yeah, they got to keep him at a distance, but they keeping him close because he's not going out. He's staying away from the public. Prince 2 Amir says it's a few degrees above freezing, bugging on bowling. I don't know what the fuck is going on over here. So I'm assuming it's inside somewhere. I'm assuming it's inside somewhere. Yeah, so I'm assuming it's inside somewhere. I don't know where we're gonna be playing. Yeah, I'll play. My neck is kind of fucked up. It'll give me good. So I need a chiropractor. Like first thing I'm gonna do if I get some real money. First thing I do if I get some real money is make sure I'm going to a chiropractor a couple times a month, 2 or 3 times a month, yo, for real, for real. Me and whoever I'm dating, I'm like, look, babe, you gonna need to have all the chiropractics. I've been single for a long time. There's these pretzels I was thinking about bending you into. Prince to me, yeah, it's cold. I don't know what to tell you. Oh shit, I'm hitting the wrong thing. Jim, oh yeah, I'm here then. Alright, I'm here. I'm here. Alright, I'm in. I'm down. It's a gym, apparently. It's a gym, it's a gym. Yeah, I'm down, I'm down. I ball. I'm ball. I ball. It's a gym. Hey, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry about this, but we need to have a break. We need to pay our bills. We need to pay bills. See, these are the things that we don't have no choice but to do. Okay, because we got to pay bills. Be right back. Oh shit, which bills you paying? God dang it. Oh shit, I don't think I got the shit queued up. Okay, we're gonna be right back about some other shit. Oh shit. The whole entire time the mic's been on. Like, not for nothing, the mic's been on this whole entire time. Like, like, the mic was hot this whole time. Hold on, let me say something real quick. I'm gonna tell you, the world is weird. So before I started the live this morning, I was like, damn, I want to play some 2K so bad. So I want to play basketball so bad. So the fact that this person just hit me up randomly without me even speaking about 2K or basketball or nothing like that on the program and asked me to play basketball, that's literally God talking. I can't go play though because I don't got my sneakers or my knee brace. But if I had my sneakers and my knee brace, I would 100% want to go play because I want to go play. Anyway, let's get to the show. Sorry about that long pause. Let's stop this poll immediately. 22 minutes we already in. This poll was, just so we could be clear, I wanted to play basketball too, for real, for real. This poll is, do you think Soulja Boy is ready for the trashy talking concerning Memphis? 71% said no, 28% said yes, 49% voted. I don't know what to say to them 28% homies. Did you not understand the question? That's the first thing I'm going to ask you. You read the question. I get that. Did you understand? when you read the question, the words, did they make sense together? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Let me look at them words again. Do you think Soulja Boy is ready for all the trash he's talking concerning Memphis? I don't know, whatever. He went to O Block, right? I guess that's gonna be an argument. He went to O Block. Yeah, but he's not talking shit to the people on O Block as far as I know. And everybody loves Soulja Boy. So Soulja Boy can go anywhere he want. It's just that the crazy shit he's talking, I don't understand it. Soulja Boy could go anywhere he want. Motherfucking Soulja Boy could go anywhere on the damn planet, probably. For real, for real. Who don't know who Soulja Boy is? I would hate to see somebody actually hurt that man. They don't hurt Soulja Boy thinking it's gonna get you clout. That's not gonna get you clout. It's gonna do the opposite. He is too loved, and people love his antics. Shout out to Soulja Boy. All right, here we go. Let's get back to the show. Could we move on to y'all want to discuss Dolph yet? Do y'all want to discuss young Dolph? I'm gonna put it up in the comment section. 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Ah, what the fuck? Got another question up there. I told y'all to put it at 50. Y'all still didn't get the 50. Y'all don't understand. Yo, when y'all get the 50, I'm going to tell you why I believe that the Kardashians are the ones that's actually being targeted, if anyone is being targeted. I'm not talking about by what happened at Astroland. I'm talking about by the lawsuits. I'm going to tell you why. Yeah. That's what Soldier's 100% saying. Hold on, listen. I'm going to tell y'all why I believe the lawsuits. I'm not saying that this is some kind of conspiracy that somebody wanted to create to cause those problems over at Astro World. What I'm saying is I'm going to tell you why I believe the lawsuits are targeting the Kardashians. But we got to get the 50 likes. I told you that like 20 minutes ago. Y'all still ain't get the 50 likes. I'm not going to tell you. Now we about to move on to Dolph. We're listening. We're about to move on to Dolph. 4 people voted. All 4 of those people said yes. We're about to move on to Dolph. Y'all about to not find out. Because when we move on to Dolph, that 50 is going to mean a different thing. I'm going to be off of this topic. I'm not coming back to it. At least not. I'm not coming back to it to tell you the thing. Anyway, let's close this up. Y'all got time. Anyway, it don't matter. If y'all want to get to 50, I get to 50. If not, you don't. It's on you. Check this out. While we're still talking about Travis Scott. That girl that went on the news and said that she was at the event, I don't believe her. It don't matter, right? If she's telling the truth or not, don't matter. But I don't believe her. I don't believe her. When she was telling me that story, she was giving off indications to me like she might not be, like she might be making the story up rather than remembering it. Or rather, the story was something where she was creating or saying things specifically at that moment that might not have been true, meaning that it might not actually have went to the story, and she was saying that in order to make the story seem like something other than what it was. I don't believe her. I literally have these people in here just... See, y'all can't see the thing like this. Like, I'm going to show y'all something. This is what I mean by... This is what they do. You see how that thing is right there? That's how come I know they be getting people kicked out. So they fucking with my IP. Say, some people just got kicked out. So the numbers don't go up. So y'all be having a problem coming in here and shit. So that's what I've been dealing with for the last 3 years. While people were saying my channel was failing, but it's not failing. I literally have people attacking me every single day. It's not failing. Other channels don't got people doing that. So it's not failing. So don't tell me my channel is failing. Say what it is. I got people attacking me every single day. Say what it is. Don't say my channel is failing. That's the difference. There's a difference between something dying and something being murdered. Or something, you understand? There's a difference. Anyway, I just want to point that out because that shit is crazy. Happened again right there. Boom, y'all getting kicked. So I'm watching this through the show every day. So when y'all see sometimes that you know what I'm saying, you might not be the one getting kicked, but somebody else is losing access. Anyway, let's go. Check this out. Listen. Wait, did y'all even get to 50? Nobody got to 50, right? Y'all only at 40. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm not even gonna tell y'all. So, I might, maybe if it comes up in a later video, because y'all not gonna make it, right? So it's no reason. I'm not even gonna dangle that thread in front of y'all. Y'all not gonna make it to 50, so I'm not even gonna dangle that thread in front of y'all. Y'all not gonna make it, so I'm not even gonna tell you. So that means YouTube content creators that is in here that probably would have wanted to hear what I was gonna say. Nah, y'all not gonna hear it. So shout out to you niggas. And it was something juicy. Anyway, let's move on to Young Dolph. Let's have this conversation about Young Dolph. I'm gonna end this vote. 5 minutes in, 20 people voted. Say yes, y'all want to discuss Young Dolph. We there now. Let's talk about Young Dolph. I want to say something real quick, and I want to be clear. I don't want this to be seen as a... I don't want there to be a misunderstanding, is my point. If you could look at the bottom of my screen right there, you can see it keep dipping. You see this shit right there keep dipping? You see? Just so y'all can see, that's what I'm looking at all the time. So look, listen, pay attention. Every time somebody dies, you ever heard of 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon? Y'all heard of 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, right? Like there's this thing where it says, even if you've never seen a Kevin Bacon movie, you've seen somebody, you know somebody, every actor in the history that is acting now, Kevin Bacon has been in so many movies and so many different types of movies that every single actor could be put back to Kevin Bacon through 6 other actors or 6 projects or whatever the case is. That's how 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. You understand what I'm saying? So I say that to say, anytime one of these rappers die, the industry isn't really that big. I think that y'all don't understand how small the industry really is. The industry isn't as big as you guys think it is. The industry is actually pretty small. So anytime you have somebody that's in the industry, you're going to be able to say this person is associated with this person in this way and that person in this way, and you could create a narrative. A lot of these conspiracy theories that people have is so far from what actually happened that sometimes you will sit there and be like, this is why a lot of these influencers, celebrities are looking at the public like, what the fuck, the public is retarded. Because somebody will come out and say something that is leaps and bounds from anything that could be the truth. Shout out to Liberty Azerton. We got Liberty up in the house. People will come out and say something that's leaps and bounds. What up, Pastor Lee? Leaps and bounds from the truth, and people will run with it. So now, let me just tell you this new conspiracy theory that's going on. Let's just discuss it. Revolving around young Dolph, right? Let's just discuss it. He had a ring on with a star. Tupac had a ring on with a star. Another guy that died had a ring on with a star. Another guy that died had a ring on with a star. It's a conspiracy. Guess what? There's a lot of people who had that type of ring on and they're not dead. What about those guys? I believe there's Lil Wayne has quite a few pictures with the ring on with the star. Lil Wayne is one of the furthest guys from dead. Right? Rick Ross has had on the ring with the star before. He's another dude that's real far from dead, right? I believe Meek Mill's also, right? Far from dead. So what I want to know is, when does this shit apply? What are we going to say now? Are we going to say this guy had hair? That guy had hair too. Wow, gotta be a conspiracy. I'm not trying to shoot shots. What I'm trying to explain is, saying that this person had on a ring with a star is like saying that person wore a Gucci shirt. That person wore a Gucci shirt and that person wore a Gucci shirt. They both died. Gotta be something. It has to be. There has to be a link. No, it's not. It's not a link. Shout out to Liberty Azerton. He says, ride and grind, y'all. Happy Friday. Let's make this a positive one. Let's make this all of the positivities. With that being said, shout out to Prince 2 and me at putting the Cash App in the chat. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. Check this out. Listen. Sorry about that. So look, pay attention. Young Dolph had his masters, right? Troy Ave owns his masters, right? Tory Lanez owns his masters, right? See how I could just start naming rappers who own their masters on our live? So let's stop always jumping to conclusions is all I'm saying. Not everything is a conspiracy theory. Believe me when I tell you, most of these people that think some of this shit is conspiracy theories, that's because you don't know how small this world really is. You still think the world is bigger than it actually is. You still, no disrespect. Zero disrespect. But okay, so, you know, if you get a shark, and you put a shark in a small fish tank, the shark will never outgrow the fish tank. No matter what kind of enclosure you put the shark in, the shark will never outgrow it. The point at which I'm trying to make is, We have to allow for our brains to think bigger. That's why I don't like having small conversation. That's why I don't like when we always have to talk about the lowest common denominator. That's why I don't like low vibration shit. Because as long as we only talk about it on this level, we can't push our brains and our minds to discuss it on a higher level. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm saying that's something that we need to do. And every single time something happens, if what we're looking for is a connection between one thing and another, sometimes shit just happen, homie. We talking about street niggas at this point. We talking about street niggas at this point. Right? Shout out to Liberty Hazelton with the $5 drop. He said, what did the 5 fingers say to the face? Let's go. Who's next? Who's next, you red bastards? Let's get all of the nexus. It's Friday morning, man. We're not slapping no haters on Friday morning. First of all, let's see how many haters needs to slapping. All you got to know, the only way, this is the easiest way to know how many haters need to slapping. All you got to do is look at the dislike button, because that's the only way that the haters can talk to me now. So that's how many, that's how you know how many haters need to be slapping. So if anybody wants to slap a hater, those are the haters we slapping. We smacking those haters. Shout out to them. Woke up early in the morning to hit dislike on a YouTube video. That's a mental health disorder. That's literally a mental health disorder. Imagine waking up. Imagine every morning one of the first things you do is wake up to hit dislike on a video. That's a mental health disorder, man. Don't let nobody lie to you. Let's go. Let's keep it going. So, I'm saying this to say this. Listen. Listen. Pay attention. Listen. Sometimes people just die, and it's sad. It's tragic. Young Dolph lived in Atlanta. He rarely ever came to Memphis. He moved out of Memphis. Lived in Atlanta. Young Dolph was buying a property every year or some shit like that for his kids. Like every year or some shit like that, or like every month or some weirdo shit like that. He would buy a property and put it in his kid's name. Wait, what are we laughing at the business? I just said some shit, funny shit. I don't even know what I said funny. So hold on. Look. Every year. Listen, every year. Every year. It could have been every month. But he was buying properties. He had over 100 properties. So it was probably every month. He's buying properties and put it in his kid's name. He's buying properties and putting it in his kid's name. Oh, 53. Oh, you're talking about, yeah, literally. People just woke up. Like, imagine your life being that sad that you just wake up in the morning just to go hit dislike on somebody's video. Imagine that being your life, yo. Got 123 people in here. Could we hit that like button so we can send out some notifications? Check this out. Listen. Also, somebody put the Cash App in the chat. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. Listen. Boom. Also, we could smack some haters. There's tons of things we could do this morning to get the energy going in the room and to get everybody motivated. You understand what I'm saying? Let's just keep it a stack. When we do the drops, the energy go up. Everybody get motivated. There's a reason why people do drops, and there's a reason why the people don't want you to do drops, because the energy gets motivated and hear the show get better. That's a fact. A 100%, there's not something that we could debate against. That's a fact. Anyway, let's go. Y'all should have really put those 50 likes up in here while we were still talking about Travis Scott, because I could have told y'all about something then. I'm not going to tell y'all now, obviously, though. Shout out to Black Cuddy. Salute to the Black Spades. He says, good morning at Force. He's dropping all of them Force. So the business dropped all of them Force. I want to say something real quick about, we still talking about, Young Dolph. Stop believing all of these damn conspiracy theories. All of this conspiracy shit is now, the game is small, my nigga. The game, if when you people realize how small the game is, you'll realize, you know what, you was disrespecting a lot of people and you fucked up. The game is small. The game is tiny. Think about it like this. The game is smaller. Think about it like the 1%. Right? There's 99% of the people in the world doing hip hop shit. There's 1% influencing them. That's how big the game is. That 1%. Okay? Game is tiny. So of course you're always gonna be able to say this person was doing this thing in correspondence with this person was doing the same thing that other person was doing, that other person, and they all died. But yeah, but there's 30 or 40 other people that you could say the same thing about, and they're alive. So I need more. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's not valid. I'm not saying it's not a thing. I'm just saying I need more. So I need more than them just having a ring together. They were also all on Empire, right? Okay, but do Empire have any artists left? They all died in November. Okay, well, November is a time of the year where it seems that the shootings just have been going up around America, right? The shootings have been escalating, right? If we go look, we'll probably find out that a lot of crimes was committed in November specifically, right? That's what we'll find out, right? October and November. What, matter of fact, November comes right after, just so we could be clear, November comes right after Halloween. And Halloween, what are most people out here celebrating? Death, right? So what are you expecting to happen in November? Just on some real shit. Not me being a dick, on some real shit. What the fuck do you expect to happen in November? On Halloween, everybody is celebrating death, right? Because that's basically what the Halloween is. For everybody that don't know, Halloween has come from a whole different festival that was basically like celebrating like the Day of the Dead or some shit, right? Some widow shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it comes from, like, all holidays damn near come from people being scared of something. I'm laughing at shit, but that's kind of a factual statement. Most holidays come from a lot of holidays come from people having to be scared of some shit, right? Even when you go back to Christmas, they had that Krampus guy or some shit like that, right? That he was the guy that he used to help Santa, and then he got pissed off and then he started eating kids or some shit. So... And if you was a bad kid, you didn't really get coal in your stockings. That dude Kate showed up to eat you. That's what the actual, just so we could be clear, it's like a Dutch. Like, for everybody that don't know, Santa Claus started like Dutch. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's just a whole nother conversation that I don't know. That's neither here nor there. Y'all don't want to know about that. Like I told you, I just know about a whole bunch of bullshit. I just be prepared to be able to get into a conversation with anyone. That's it. That's my whole thing. I want to be prepared to be able to get into a conversation with anyone. So yeah, so like ton of holidays is based around people being scared about some shit. So what the fuck? Halloween is the day before November starts. If you go back and look, there's probably a lot of people that die in November. There's probably a lot of bad shit that happens in November. Just saying. So I don't know. I need more. I need more. I need something that we could put that's a factual thing. Now, if you could tie all of those assumptions together with something that's factual, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. But once again, this looks like a situation where he went back to his hometown. He should not have went back to his hometown. He had relocated to Atlanta where he was living well. He should have stayed there, but he couldn't because he had to go deliver he was giving away turkeys, 200 turkeys. So this is just one of those situations where it was just a good man trying to do good, and we don't cover our good men enough. That's all I can say. We don't cover good men enough. Especially good black men. That's a factual statement. Especially good black men. We don't cover them enough. You gotta be like this. I'm gonna say something, some real shit. Tell me if I'm wrong, anybody that could comment. Tell me if I'm wrong. But when you're a black man, if you're not perfect, it gets held over. I don't know how y'all lives are, but like if I'm not 100% perfect, it gets held over my head. I don't know if that's just a black man thing or if that's just a standard that people just seem to hold me to. But if I don't do everything 100% perfect, it gets held over my head, and like most of the time for the rest of my life. So I just believe that black men are just in general held to like an unfair standard. You know, a lot of people are held to unfair standards, just so we can be clear. But I think black men in general are just held to an unfair standard. Think about it. I want to just think about something. Hold on. I'm going to explain something to you. Think about this real quick. This is just a black thing, an internal black thing that we have going on. Hold on. Pay attention. Think about this. There's a presumption, right, that if you're a black man, you have to be able to handle your woman. So there's a presumption that when you're a black man and you're dating inside of your race, that you're going to be, your woman, your black woman is going to be all the violent with you, or she's not a real black woman. Think about that. There's a presumption that if you're a real black man, you have to go out and go find the most difficult female that you could find and try to date her. Think about that for a minute. Now let's pay attention to other races. If you're a white man, you're going out and you're trying to find somebody that could raise your children. If you're a Mexican man, you're going out and trying to find a woman that's going to give you children. You understand? It's just a different standard, man. Don't let people stay woke. I don't know what to tell you, man. People be falling for it. That's why every time I hear you can't handle a black woman, I'm like, hold on. First of all, we should be wanting to be together in a relationship. You saying I can't handle her as far as why? Is she going to be fighting me in a relationship? Am I going to have to trick her to be with me? Is it one of those situations where I have to always be convincing her every day to be in a relationship with me? Is that what we, I don't understand what handle her means. Can't I just respect her and treat her respectfully? Could we do that? Because those things I'm here for. Black Power Cross says, how we gonna win when we not right within? That's a whole fact. Don't lie. That's a whole fact. Shout out to Lauryn Hill. Black Power Cross also says, happy Friday, BBN, salute the Black Power Cross pulling up. He says, I have advice, date someone that loves you even if it's not inside your race. No, 100%. I just wanted to point out something, the hypocrisy. Black men have, and this isn't even a race thing. This is just pointing out that black men have it pretty tough. Not me specifically, just us in general. We're held to standards that other people aren't held to. That's why I'm saying I don't know if it's just a, maybe it's just a me thing. Maybe nobody else is held to these standards. I'm assuming all black men is being held to these standards. I'm assuming that my situation isn't just me. I'm assuming that all black men are held to these standards. If I'm not, then I'm wrong. Anyway, and I think that that's part of the problem why it's so easy for us to not see each other as brothers and sisters, just because of the way in which we perceive one another. We have to have more love. There has to be more love. We got to do something. I don't know what to tell you. There has to be more love. I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but we got to think of something. And we got to start somewhere. I have no idea how we're going to do it. I have zero idea. But we got to think of something and we got to start somewhere. And these are facts. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. I tell y'all what, I had a thing to tell y'all about Travis Scott and Kardashian. Y'all took too long to get to 50 likes, so I'm going to make it easier. We get to 75 likes right now, and I'll tell you the thing. And the reason why we're doing it is because we moved off of the topic. We get to 75 likes right now, and I'll tell you the thing that I was going to tell you revolving around Travis Scott and the Kardashians, and why I believe this is an attack on the Kardashians. Not the attack that happened at Astro World. I'm not accusing anything about anyone about that. I'm saying these lawsuits that they're doing is not even lawsuits that's going against, these lawsuits are not done for the purpose of going against Travis Scott. There was something that I wanted to tell y'all a couple of days ago. I told y'all to vote on it. We didn't make it, so I couldn't tell you. We get to 75 likes right here, I tell you. There was something that we was talking about the other day revolving around Travis Scott and revolving around the Kardashians. I told y'all to get to whatever the number of likes I told y'all to get to. We didn't get to the number of likes. I didn't tell y'all. Exited the show. Now I'm basically giving y'all the opportunity to hear it this time and a little bit more. So if y'all want to hear it or not, if y'all don't want to hear it, I'll move the fuck on. I don't care. Anyway, the conversation is open. Put in the chat what y'all want to talk about. My fucking neck is messed up. Fucking neck is fucked up. Sorry about that, y'all. My neck is really bad right now. I slept fucked up last night. Nobody else thinks it's weird that Kanye, Kim broke up, and then Kanye got friends with Drake. Nobody thinks that that's weird. Like, nobody thinks that that's weird. No one thinks that that's weird. I tell y'all what, go up to 100 likes. Go all the way up to 100 likes. The next one is 75. At 75, I'm going to tell you what's happening with the Kardashians. At 100, if y'all want to get even that higher, I'm going to tell you what's going on with Kim and Kanye. Like, nobody thinks that that's crazy. Like, nobody thinks that that's weird. Nobody. Kim, Drake didn't talk for years. I mean, pardon me. Kanye, Drake don't talk for years. And then all of a sudden, he splits from Kim, and now all of a sudden, these two dudes is now friends again. Nobody thinks that that's weird. I get to 100 likes, I'm going to tell you what I think about that. Y'all get to 75 likes, and I'm going to tell y'all what I think about, I'm going to tell y'all about the Kardashian, Travis Scott situation. Because I ain't hear nobody talk about it. I hear them talking about all the gossipy shit, but they don't talk about the shit that makes sense, so I don't understand. And since we get so many dislikes, I'm gonna hold y'all to it. See, if we didn't get so many dislikes, I wouldn't hold you to it. I say, that's enough. We'll vote. But we get too many dislikes, so I'm gonna hold y'all to it. I need all of the likes. So I'm gonna always hold off with the most juicy part until we get a certain number of likes every show. Black Power Cross says Kanye needs another interview. Nori didn't let him get his points across. Had to watch it twice. I think Kanye was purposely leaving certain things out. I'm not disagreeing with you, by the way. I just also think, in addition, Kanye was just leaving things out. Because I think I know a couple of points where I actually agree with you, where it sounded like Kanye was talking about a thing, and then he just didn't elaborate. Like, a couple of times I saw him not elaborate, and I was just like, and I didn't even watch a lot of the fucking interview. I watched some of the interview, and it was a few times that I saw him not elaborate, and I'm busy thinking to myself, is this one of those points, like, everybody don't know, okay, so you come do an interview with me, right? You might come up to me and you might be like, yo, look, we want to do an interview with you, we like your style of interview, we like your energy, because that's basically what it's about. We like your energy, we like how you do interviews, we like your presentation, boom, right? So they come to me, but they say, there's a couple of things that we really don't want to discuss for whatever the purposes is. So there's a little bit of give and take. Okay, you don't want to discuss that, but I want to go in depth on this one particular topic. If you give me all of this on that, then that other thing that I really don't care about, we don't really talk about. Fine, boom. So now they go do the interview. So now we'll gloss around the thing because we can't act like it doesn't exist. So we'll gloss around it and we'll talk about it, but that is not the focal point, because this is not why we're doing the interview. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying. That's why when people be going on these interviews that they're doing with these dudes on YouTube, and the artist is going on because the artist wants to tell you about his music. The artist wants you to come pull up to his Instagram. The artist wants more followers. The artist wants people to know who he is. We might not care if the the public knows who the artist is. We're bringing the artist on because the artist, you know, we want the artist to talk about a specific thing. It might not be a project that they're doing. It might just be about something that's happening in the street. It might just be, we just want to have interviews, and we want to get people's opinions in the game on certain different topics or whatever the fuck. So we want you to come on and we want you to talk about certain things. So we might say, you know what, push your project all you want. That's why whenever you see me do an interview with somebody, one of the first things we do is push their project. The first thing I want you to know is who I'm talking to. Boom. This is Yakety Smackety. This is what they're doing. This is where you could go find them. This is their music. Bang. That's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about that for a second, and we're going to get to the meat and the potatoes. Now, with that all being said, these dudes is doing interviews, and they're not doing it with that type of energy. They're doing it totally different. So what's happening is, and I'm not talking about the Kanye interview. Hold on. I'm going to discuss that in 1 second. We are talking about it, but we're talking around it so we can get to a point. So when these dudes is doing these regular interviews, like on YouTube or whatever the case is, they don't even know what points to stay on and what points to get off of. So when you're doing an interview with like Drink Champs, these guys are professional. So I don't know if they moved him away from that questioning, or if it was already pre-discussed that we're only going to talk about the outline of it. We're not going to talk about the actual mass. We're only going to talk about the surface elements of it, because this isn't something that we could just ignore. You understand what I'm saying? This is a thing that happened. It's not something we could just ignore. The fans is going to want, the public is going to want you to at least weigh on it and say yes or no, or left or right. You understand what I'm saying? So that might be what was happening with Kanye West, just so we could be clear. I don't know if they were cutting him off as much as if it was already predetermined how much of this particular topic was going to be discussed, and they were around already where it was comfortable to be discussed. And then he's just really good interviewer, so he was able to move off of it effortlessly. You understand what I'm saying? Your transitions are very important, how well you can transition from one topic to another. You understand? Not a lot of people have effortless transition. It's something you have to work on. There's ways to do it. You understand what I'm saying? But it's something that you got to work on. With that being said, now how many times have y'all probably said that to yourselves? Because y'all heard me say that shit a million times when I'm transitioning. That's one of the things I do. So it's so everybody has their own style is what I'm saying. Drink Champs easily top 3 interviewer. Nori is supreme. DJ Effin supreme. These guys are superior at this. There's few people out there I think that do a better job, or as good as a job. I can't even necessarily say better. So shout out to that. I think everybody should get the opportunity to speak to Kanye at one time or another. Obviously, everybody can't have access to a Kanye West, but everybody should have the opportunity to speak to Kanye at least once. I think Kanye is a very mercurial individual. Like I told y'all before, he be spitting mad game. Niggas be thinking he crazy. That nigga ain't crazy. That nigga be on top of it. He be on top of it. That nigga ain't crazy. First of all, just so we could be clear, I want to say something real quick. I want to talk about something. Could we just change all of this? Okay, we're going to talk about something real quick. So Queen Tamika Mallory put out a post the other day. Shout out to Queen Tamika Mallory. Obviously, we love her. You already know how I feel. So Queen Tamika Mallory put out a post the other day. Listen to what happened. Listen to what the post was saying. The post basically was talking about Biden and whatever the fuck is going on with the administration, and then talking about how Biden hasn't did any of the things in which they said they were going to do. Look, I love Queen Tamika Mallory. You already know what it is. I don't like the fact that the vice president isn't speaking at all. I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't believe that the vice president, as far as when they were actually going through their campaign, the vice president was lockstep with the president. So you can't tell me that the vice president right now has no words at all. I don't want to hear later that they just stayed shut because they wanted to show solidarity to the president. You're supposed to show solidarity to the country first. First, you're supposed to be with the country. This goes for absolutely 100% of the politicians that are elected. They're supposed to, one, think about the country. And when I say the country, I don't mean the physical land. I mean the physical people. I mean the actual people. Remember, Asgard is the people. Asgard isn't the land. You get it? So they need to care about the physical people, so the individuals. So I don't want to hear that she stayed shut because she wanted to show solidarity to the president. She's supposed to care about the country, the people in the country, more than the president. I don't care what opportunity that you get afforded when you become a politician. When you become a politician, your decisions have to be made by what's best for your people and what you're governing over, your constituents. Tell me where I'm wrong. So Queen Tamika Mallory comes out and says that she's not happy with what the president has been doing so far. You ever been mad at somebody but couldn't wait to speak to them again? But you make sure that you stay away from them, because you know that when you do see them, you're not going to be able to be as mad as you actually are, because you really do love them. That's the way I feel about my fucking advocates. That's how I feel about my advocates. It's obvious that Biden was trash. What up, Mocha? It's obvious that Kamala Harris, she's done a lot of trash things. I don't care if somebody's a Republican, and I don't care if somebody's a Democrat. I don't care if somebody's an independent. I don't care if somebody's whatever the fuck. Our advocates is supposed to point us at the person who is the best person for us to go for. Not point us at the person who has the best chance of beating the person that they don't like. Because then how are the people who are capable supposed to get to the front of the line if the only people that keep getting rewarded are the individuals who are less capable but have more popularity? We need to make capability popular. People being capable needs to be more popular. Shout out to James S. So you see his smoking feet. BBN West, the smoking section. This is morning, everyone. Shout out to also Mocha dropping all of them floors. Tell me where I'm wrong. Don't tell me that I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. So I'm upset at them. And I don't know how I'm going to feel about their next election decision or pick. As an individual, obviously. I don't want to hear we didn't know. I don't never want to hear that. I'm going to explain something to you. There's a level of, when you get to a certain level of intelligence, that I am 100% sure that all of these people have surpassed. When you get to a certain level of intelligence, you can't say we didn't know. You just can't. Because when you get to a certain level of intelligence, it's literally a job to know. So I don't want to hear that they didn't know. It's their job to know. That's just how I feel about the subject, just so we can be clear. I just want to bring that up real quick. Shout out to All the people that voted for Joe Biden because they thought he was going to do a good job. Not a real shout out. Shout out to all the people that voted for Joe Biden just because they hated Trump. That's a real shout out. You got what you wanted, right? Trump's out of office. That's what you wanted. So shout out to y'all. I could respect that. I could respect 100% of the people that said that they voted for Biden because they didn't want Trump in the office. You knew that both of those guys was bad, and that's just the one that you chose. I could respect that. The people that's out here trying to tell us that Biden was the better choice because Biden was gonna do good, nah, I can't respect that. You trick people. And if you and some of y'all is too smart to say that y'all didn't know. I think that if you're at my level of intelligence, or better, more intelligent than me, or at my level, you can't say that you didn't know. That's my point. All right? These are people I consider to be as smart or smarter than me. Can't tell me you didn't know. I knew. I make mistakes all damn day. I knew. With that being said, let's keep it going. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Also, let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. Let's get some. I don't know. Whatever y'all want to do. I don't really see a reason to do a drop at the moment. To be honest with you, I don't see no reason to do the drop. So I'm gonna take that back. There's no reason to do the drop. I didn't say nothing. Okay, so real quick, when I usually say something good, is usually when I say let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. Usually after I say something good. I didn't say anything good right now, so I'm gonna hold off on that. Yeah, I didn't say anything good. I didn't say anything like I didn't really slam anything home. Usually when I slam something home, I say that. I didn't slam anything home. So I'll take that back. Let's wait until I slam something home and then get the drops going. All right, that's fair. I didn't slam nothing home there. I don't think that was a good enough slam. Anyway, boom. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Did we get to 75 likes yet? We didn't even get to 75 likes yet. I told you I'd tell y'all about the Kardashian. I told you I'd tell y'all about the Kardashian Travis Scott angle when we get to 75 likes. Yeah, how was your birthday? Shout out to Liberty Hazelton. It was Liberty Hazelton's birthday yesterday, right? Could we get birthday candles and all of the birthday shit in the chat for Liberty Hazelton? It was Liberty Hazelton's birthday yesterday. That's a fact. Shout out to Liberty Hazelton. I think we said what's up to him. Cotton candy, by the way. James S. Cotton candy, by the way. $71 likes. 4 more, man, I tell you. Also, for everybody that don't know, when we get to 150 likes, we open up the chat for everyone to talk. Whenever we get to 150 likes, my neck is fucked up. Whenever we get to 150 likes, we open up the chat for everybody to talk. See, smoking feet. Just so y'all know, so. The chat could have been open for everybody to talk over an hour ago. Not over an hour, about an hour ago. Not an hour, probably about 30, 35, 40 minutes ago. The chat could have been open for everybody to talk. Just saying. Right? Is those numbers right? About. Chat could have already been open for everybody to talk. All of the haters, y'all could have talked. Y'all choose every morning to hate instead of talk. See? Trying to tell you. This is not for nothing, but this is what I'm trying to express. Negative energy. Niggas is hitting the hate button. because they mad they can't talk to me, so they hitting the dislike button. But by them hitting the dislike button instead of the like button, they're literally making it so they can't talk to me. Liberty Agency said it was great. Spent it with my grandbabies, had dinner with the fam, and put up the Christmas tree early. Do y'all know that Thanksgiving exists? Why don't nobody like Thanksgiving? What the fuck did Thanksgiving do to y'all niggas? Thanksgiving exists. We all love Christmas, I get it. But Thanksgiving exists, you rat bastards. I guess you do want the Christmas tree up. You know what? You know what? I'm here for this. Put the Christmas tree up before Thanksgiving. So the Christmas tree is already up when Thanksgiving is there. You could have the Christmas tree and then Thanksgiving photos. You know what? I'm here for that. You could have the Christmas tree up, but all Thanksgiving decorations. Oh, we got 75? No, I'm here for that. I'm here for that. That's a dope aesthetic. All right, so we got 75 likes. Check this out. Pay attention. I think Travis Scott was only entitled he was those things. I don't think Travis Scott was actually the person that had the last word behind as far as the organization set go. I don't think Travis Scott had the last word. I think Travis Scott was just a figurehead. Period. I think Travis Scott was just a figurehead. Period. I don't think Travis Scott had the final word. Now, if Travis Scott didn't have the final word, guess who's going to be relieved of all liability? Well, not all liability, but some liability. Guess who's going to be relieved of a lot of the liability? Travis Scott. Because right now I'm trying to explain to everybody. The reason why he's being sued is not because he was the artist that was on stage as much as because he was because he was the organizer. Like I said, Drake is going to probably be able to get out from under this. It just depends on how good his lawyers is. Travis Scott might be able to say the same thing. I was just performing. They're still going to be held liable to a certain degree because at any time they could have just stopped performing. It's going to matter if they were under duress or not. If the people that actually were throwing the event are going to say, well, they told me they was going to sue me. They told me they was going to do this. They told me that they had the shit under control. Travis Scott and Drake are not going to be held liable if their lawyers could prove those such things. Now, you want to know how the Kardashians line up in all of this? Who did they usher out of the place first? The Kardashians. Why? Because they all knew what was going on. Who do you think are the people that actually throw these type of events? Think about it. You want to know what Kanye West said when he was talking about his wife and they were on Drink Champs? He said, yo, I don't have a home, but I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got like 63 storages. He was like, yo, I had to let my wife take care of that because she's good with organizing. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. Now, who do you think they after? Now, who do you think they are after? Shout out to Bear. He says, I put the tree up weekend after Thanksgiving. James S. says, same here, Bear. Don't want to see that shit before Thanksgiving. You know what? I was born on Thanksgiving, so I want Thanksgiving to be respected. I'm not putting the tree up before Thanksgiving neither, but I do understand the aesthetic quality of it. Bear says, we grew up like that. Now, folks, for holiday decor. People putting a freaking Christmas tree up in January. People put their Christmas tree up in July and shit. Like, I don't know. Shout out to motherfuckers. Shout out to people. But I think you could have if you have all of the Thanksgiving decorations, but just also have the Christmas tree up, that might be lit. But the Christmas tree make it? You just got to be watering that bitch like a motherfucker, right? You got a whole mist machine in your living room? I guess if you have a humidifier, that could help the tree last longer, right? Shout out to ISIME. Says, good morning. Overslept. I slept bad on my neck. Guess you could have a humidifier that'll help the tree, right? Especially if you also have plants in your home already, right? That'll the climate that your house would normally be in would be conducive with the tree being able to, do what it needs to do, right? Survive a little bit longer, I'm assuming. Those are just all assumptions, though. What the fuck do I know? E. Simmons said she put hers up early October. She's fired. She's fired. Ain't nobody got time for that. Shout out to Beard with the $10 drop. He says, "Who's next?" What did the 5 fingers say to the face? She put hers up early October. You fired. I don't know what to tell you. We coming to your crib. You was getting fired. We gotta fire you at your crib. We bringing your box with all of the shit in the office to your crib. The whole office is coming to your house. We gonna be standing on the lawn. Oh man, New Year's decorations will be up in 2 weeks. Yeah, it's a fact. What the fuck, E. Simmons? Early October? Shout out to E. Simmons and shit. E. Simmons said, "Christmas, you better get here now." E. Simmons is threatening Christmas. Christmas can't get here soon enough. E. Simmons is working with the scientists to figure out how to cut less days out of the year. We gotta get 365 days. We don't need that many. We don't need that many. Trying to talk to the scientists. How can we get around the sun quicker? We gotta figure out a way to get around the sun quicker. We don't need those many days. It's too many days. What the fuck? That shit don't. Shout out to E. Simmons. She said, "We don't know when we're gonna go, so I'm gonna have as many Christmas days as possible. You putting your tree up around Thanksgiving. You getting 30 Christmas days a year. I'm putting up my tree in October. I'm getting me 90. I'm getting 90 days of Christmas celebration. You only getting 30. Shout out to E. Simmons. Let's go. Bear said, "Who's next?" My neck is so messed up. Y'all don't understand. I slept bad last night. My neck is fucked up. What up, El Prez? We got El Prez up in the house doing things. Doing all the things. Oh man, I'm over here laughing. Shit is stupid. I need a second. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry about this. Be right back. My neck is really bad, y'all. I need to apologize. My neck is really bad, for real, for real. For real, for real. My neck is really bad right now. For real, for real. I'm gonna explain real quick so y'all don't get it. For everybody that don't get it. Y'all do know the thing that make the Kardashians famous is because they're great business people, right? You do know that's the thing that makes the Kardashians famous, right? They're great business people. That's the thing that makes them famous. When Kanye went on that show and said that he leaves all of that shit to his wife to do all the organizing, that's just more point that in their family, if you mess with the Kardashians, if you a dude that is involved in the Kardashians, one of the things that the Kardashians do is they handle all of your life, your personal life, and they organize the shit in your life. Why you think if you date a Kardashian and you're in the public eye, you usually your career goes up, right? What happened to Tiger? Even though he's not with homegirl no more, what happened to Tiger though? That nigga career went all the way into the dumps. Why? Because the Kardashians separated from him. It didn't just go into the dumps because he didn't have good management after that point. It went into the dumps because the relationships that the Kardashians had and the management skills that the Kardashians had, they're great managers. The management skills that the Kardashian had left him. They're great managers. Yeah, we know that the sex tape is what got them into the forefront of the public's lexicon. We know that. But don't forget, the mother, she was married to an attorney at one point. Howard Shapiro, right? She was married to an attorney at one point. So the point in which I'm trying to make is, and I was trying to say this the other day, I don't think Travis Scott was the last word when it came to whether the show was going to stop or not. I think the last word on whether the show was going to stop or not was someone else. I think Travis Scott was just following directions. I think someone else was the last word. And I think that someone else had something to do with the organization that might be owned and or operated by a Kardashian. So, yo, look, just so we could be clear. Also, we don't have to disrespect them women. Like, let's not do that. Mud ducks, we not doing that. Come on, James S. Let's not do that. We don't got to disrespect those women. You don't like them, I get it. But whether they're doing the organizing specifically or whether they have people that work under them that's doing the organizing is beyond the point. I'm just trying to say the organizing is done, either they're a part of it. The fact, listen, Travis Scott might not have known people died. Listen, a lot of you guys make the argument that Travis Scott should not be held liable because he was the artist. Imagine I'm taking your argument right now. I'm on you guys' side right now. Listen, Travis Scott can't be held liable. He is not he's only the artist. He was only on stage. That means that he was all of those things entitled. If he was all of those things entitled, that means that the word to either keep the show going or to end the show was somebody else's last word. That person could then have threatened him with lawsuits and everything else that could have scared him and made him stay on stage. That can be his argument when they go to court, just so we could be clear. The point in which I'm trying to make is that if that is the case, then who was the individuals that actually had the last word? Now, the first thing that we know about, even before the people was given aid that was falling out, they took the Kardashians and his family out of the fucking venue. Just think about that for a moment. They took them out of the venue. What the fuck do you think that was about? That means that they had knowledge that something was going on. And from what they were basically saying, they was literally walking past individuals who were passed out damn near. I don't know how true that is, but that's the way they was trying to make it sound. I don't believe that $2 billion is aimed at Travis Scott. I believe that it's being made this way with the understanding that in the future you're really going to be suing the Kardashians. Can I show this? Hold on 1 second. First of all, shout out to E. Simmons. That's one. Two, you even got presents? You bought the presents already? This is E. Simmons' Christmas tree she has up. It looks like she's already bought presents. Wow. So E. Simmons, if I go hop on a plane, I could come have Thanksgiving with you. Who could I have Thanksgiving with? Who's E. Simmons? I come hop on a plane, I could have Thanksgiving with you. I'm coming to have Thanksgiving with you. I don't got nowhere to have Thanksgiving at currently. Which should not be a secret. I'm gonna jump on a plane, go have Thanksgiving with E. Simmons. I'm gonna be eating Thanksgiving dinner on the subway. I'm not eating on the subway. I'm just literally just not gonna ever eat on the subway. But I'm gonna be having Thanksgiving dinner. I'm gonna be sitting in the park somewhere and have a candle. I'm gonna go train some dogs to hang out with me. He was done Christmas shopping in August. Okay, I ain't got time for this. She's fired. All right, let's get back to the show. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Ain't nobody got time for this. I accept to be rich. Accept all of the things that come with it. I'm also going to be doing all of the things to not go to prison. I'd be the worst rich person ever in the history of rich people. I'd be doing all of the things to not go to prison. People would be like, yo, you so boring, man. Like, you call me what you want to call me, homie, but I'm already rich. I'm going to stay free. Pastor Lee says E. Simmons. Let's go E. Simmons. Liberty Hazelton says, come to KC, I got you, and we doing the Christmas the day after Thanksgiving. Really? You serious, Liberty? I mean, I was joking around with E. Simmons. You serious? Shout out to all of the people that don't live in New York City that's offering to have me have Thanksgiving with them. That's one. Shout out to all of you rat bastards. All of you people that don't live in New York City that's like, yo, Jack, come out here, have Thanksgiving with us. Shout out to all of you rat bastards. I might pull up on one of you rat bastards for real, and we'll call it a Kansas City Thanksgiving. You know what would be dope? If we had a New York Thanksgiving, right? Check out how the New York Thanksgiving will go. It'll basically be me just going from YouTube going from like a person in our community's house, from one house to the other, tasting their food and saying what's up to everybody. That'd be lit, right? That'd be lit, right? We have a New York Thanksgiving. I need somebody with a car to fuck with me though, so we could drive around to all of the different spots and locations and stay on live without interrupting the live and pull up to everybody's spot and everybody's location and shit. That'd be lit though, right? We get like 3-4 people and shit like that that's gonna invite me over, say what's up to their fam and everybody get on the BBN. That'd be lit though, wouldn't it? I think that'd be dope. Nobody did that, so if anybody copy off that shit, you already know where they got it from. I think that'd be lit. But we don't even got one person from New York invite me over, so that shit ain't possible. Maybe we do a KC Thanksgiving. I go pull up in Kansas City with our brother Liberty Hazelton. The only reason why I'm saying Liberty Hazelton over anybody else that offered is because I've actually met Liberty Hazelton in real life, and he's a whole business owner. When he says the thing, I understand that it's a possibility. I don't know. I guess it's on Live. I don't know. Maybe not though. To be honest with you. God dang it, she fine. Oh, wait, hold on. You don't know. Okay, hold on. This is also hard, by the way, just so we can be clear. Yeah, so basically most of my timeline is just women that work out, not for nothing. Women that's working out and women that's dancing. That's most of my timeline. It's most of the shit I watch. I ain't gonna lie to you. And inspirational shit. And she got kids. She's a whole win. Get the fuck out of here. And she has kids. I don't understand how people think a woman having kids is a bad thing. Like, if she got like 5 and 6 kids and no man, yeah, that's kind of what the fuck. I don't got time for that. But a woman having two, 3 kids, like, I'm good with that. Especially if it's by the same fucking man. What the fuck? Especially if it's by the same man. Maybe 2 dudes, 3 kids by 2 different dudes. I mean, I'm kind of like, I don't know about it, but you know what I'm saying? That's reasonable. You got chicks out here you got dudes out here that got like 9 different baby mamas. Not that I'm exaggerating, but you know, that's bad also. What up, Southern V? This is Welcome BB and Gang. I don't remember Southern V. I think I remember this name from a real long time ago. I'm not 100% sure. Shout out to Southern V though. Says good morning BBN. How you doing? Salute. Yes, people could just join at the BBN Gang. It's $2 a month. One child. E. Simmons is like, look, Jack, I got one child. You come down here too. I'm not sure where E. Simmons live. You don't gotta put it in the chat. I think it's like Dallas or Houston or some shit. You come down here, Jack. I got one child. I heard you was in the market for another one. That's what E. Simmons just told me. She said that shit right there in the chat. Y'all saw it. That's what she meant when she said she had one child. She was letting me know that if I was in the market for another one, she's prepared. Shout out to E. Simmons. I might take you up on that offer. Don't know, ain't nobody else offering me. I might take you up on that imaginary offer I just made up. What up? What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. 3 kids, 3 baby daddies. I don't know if I want to deal with that. Because that tells me a lot about the woman. Like if I see a guy and he got like 3, 4 different she said boom. If I see a guy and he got like 3 baby mamas, right? I'm gonna look at him and say, alright, so what's going on with you? Because I don't see that as a success. If you got 3 baby mamas and they all still in your life, it's a success. If you got 3 baby mamas and they don't speak to you, or y'all got issues or y'all got problems, then it's not a success. You understand? Because the object is to have as many kids as possible, obviously, and to grow our demographic. That's why it's sad that we have so many abortions. Think about it. The most fertile of our women keep going to get abortions. Think about that. The most fertile of our women. You understand what I'm saying? Because they keep getting pregnant. They can't help it. Just God made them fertile. They were meant to be here to have children. Just like some dudes is meant to come out here and pop out fucking a ton of babies. It's just, that's what it is. I don't know what to tell you. So I would personally look at the dude and say that he has all of these baby mamas. He probably, I would think he's the problem. I would think he's the problem. Sometimes we're the problem because of the people we choose also. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes we literally only choose people who it's not going to work with. We choose a person for one aspect of their personality, but we don't understand that everything has a yin and a yang. So because they have that one aspect of their personality, there's also another aspect of their personality that runs contradictory to that one. That might be the aspect of the personality that you don't like. Shout out to Lex Luger pulling up on this Friday with the $7 drop. Dropping all of them fools. Shout out to Lex Luger. He said, I don't want to slap a hater. I want to punch him. I want to knuckle all the way up. I want to make these knuckles crack as I squeeze my hand together so tight that the ligaments separate the bones. Shout out to Lex Luger pulling up on this Friday morning. Literally Friday morning. People, look, I want to say something. Obviously, we've been talking about this on and on every day. What do y'all guys think about only Green Team members being able to chat? I'm going to put it in the chat. I want to see what people are going to vote. Yes. I sent you a phone number already? Okay, yeah, we could touch base on that. E. Simmons, you could we could yeah, we could E. Simmons. You got my phone number? Oh no. Oh yes. Hold on. Talk about that later. Talk about that later. Talk about that later. That's a whole nother thing. What you think about Drake on ticket for Larry Hoover concert with Kanye? When we get to 100 likes, I have a thing to tell you about Drake, Kanye, and Kim Kardashian. When we get to 100 likes, I have a thing to tell you about Drake, Kanye, and Kim Kardashian. I told you that earlier though, just y'all didn't get to 100 likes. So if y'all get to 100 likes, I got another thing to tell y'all. What do I think about Drake on ticket for a free Larry Hoover concert with Kanye? I think it's dope. I can't go too much into that because that will go to the thing that we need 100 likes to be able to talk about. Is Green Team chats better or no? 60%, 10 people voted, 6 people so far said yes, 4 people said no. I'm going to vote on this one. Could I vote? Yes, I can vote. I can vote through my phone. Hold on, I want to vote on this one. I think they're better. I don't usually vote, but I'm going to vote on this one. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't usually vote. I'm going to vote on this one. I think they're better. I don't care. I don't even care there's less people in the room. I just care that there's not people fucking... I could talk without having people talk about the lowest common denominator every 5 minutes. I gotta have a conversation without people bringing up their fucking opinion and how I have to change what I think because of their opinion. So my whole day is going better ever since we switched this shit over. I'm looking at life differently. I'm not gonna say all that, but yeah, it's just better. In my opinion, I'm not switching back over. Anyway, if they want it to be switched back over, like I told y'all, all we got to do is every time we get to 150 likes, I open up the chat for everybody to talk. So if they really wanted to talk, they'd get to 150 likes. So I don't even care what this poll says. I just want to, give y'all an opportunity to weigh in. Think about it like this. All of the people that's saying no, They should have hit the like button, because if we get up to 150 likes, they will be able to chat as long as they're a subscriber. E. Simmons says they did get Dolph killers. What do you mean? Send me the text me the thing that you're talking about. Text it to me. DM it to me, the thing you're talking about. Yeah, if we get to 150 likes, I open up the chat for everybody to talk. I've been telling y'all this for days. Mental health, peace of mind. Yes, E. Simmons. Some people love dysfunction. That's a fact, Prince to Amir. If y'all get to 100 likes, I'll tell y'all the thing that I was going to tell y'all about Kim Kardashian, Kanye, and Drake. I don't get there. I don't care not to tell you. I don't really care one way or the other. I know it. If you don't want to know it, you don't got to. With that being said, you know what? Let's be fair. Let's be super fair. We might not be able to get to 10. We might not be able to get to 100 because there's too many haters. If we get two $10 drops to the Cash App right now, I'll tell you. Or you can get to 100. That's fair? I think that's fair. Let's get one $10 drop to the Cash App right now, I'll tell you. That's fair. I'm trying to let y'all get to 100, but I don't think that we're going to get to 100 by the time I'm going to pull the show. So we could do that. The thing I'm going to say is juicy. YouTube content creators is going to want it more than the regular public, to be honest with you. This is literal content I'm about to say. Y'all better start telling people to come in here and hit the like button. I don't know what to tell you. If y'all want to be able to chat in my freaking room, the likes need to either be over 150 or you got to be a green team member. I think it's fair on both regards. On the days that people come in and the hate is to a minimum, I let everybody talk. On the days that people come in and the hate is not proven to be to a minimum and you are not part of the green team, you cannot talk. Boom. That's it. I'm allowing for your behavior to dictate the situation. Period. I'm allowing for your behavior to dictate the situation. And just so we could be clear, I just asked the question. Is only green team chats better or no? 24 people voted. 60% says no. So then why is so many people hitting the dislike button? If by getting 150 likes, everybody could talk. So we're going to cut off our face to spite our nose? I mean, I'm fine with it personally. Are you? I'm fine with having nothing. I'm not comfortable. People be seeing me and be thinking I'm just comfortable. Nah, I'm just fine with having nothing. You see, when you got integrity, you would rather have nothing than cross that line that you don't believe that should be crossed. So I'd rather have nothing than cross any line that I don't want to cross. Period. James S. says that free Larry Hoover is going to be a problem with the vice lords in Chicago. The streets will go crazy if that happens. We got to see what happens. Kanye said something that was real interesting on the Drink Champs, and I think a lot of people missed it. Kanye basically acknowledged that he knows that he's a Hebrew Israelite. Kanye West was talking Hebrew Israelite shit on Drink Champs. Niggas just ain't ready for it and didn't get it. There's a lot of Hebrew Israelites not a lot. There are quite a few Hebrew Israelites right now in the public eye. And every single one of them, the media treat them like they crazy. That's a hint. Every single one of them, the media treats like they're crazy one way or the other. If they, as soon as they go a little bit out of line, just a little tiny bit out of line, the media treats them like they crazy. Mocha says, what $2 to join? No. Yeah, $2 to join is nothing. Mocha, yes, the hate is real. There's people that said that I bought subs. I never bought subs ever. First of all, when you buy subs and shit like that, don't you pay in a way that they keep sending the things to your fucking channel to get you the views? So what sense does it make to buy subs and don't buy? Niggas is retarded. Anyway, I don't understand. I don't understand. You don't make money off of YouTube from subs. You make money off of YouTube from views. It literally doesn't make any sense to buy subs if you already have enough subs to be monetized. If you're not gonna buy views. Just, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Now do you understand why when people be agreeing with some of these people, I'm sitting here with my head, like, I don't understand, like, I don't understand how you can't agree with something that don't make any sense to me and then expect for me to have a conversation with you like you're intelligent. You understand? Like, because I can't talk to you like you're intelligent when you tell me somebody is buying subs, but they're not buying views. Views is how you make the money, not by subs. What sense would it make to buy subs but not buy views? You make money off of the views, not the subs. I don't know. So that's why when I see people agree with people that don't know what the fuck they talking about, don't be mad at me when people say weirdo shit and then I just, for the rest of their lives, think that, you know, it's probably a better chance that I shouldn't pay attention to what this person has to say. They, most likely, they don't know what they're talking about. You know, anything that they tell me, I gotta vet. They might be right, but they, you know, this person, they go around saying shit that don't make no fucking sense. Oh no, we are already keeping it green team. I'm not switching back. I just want to know what people think. Once again, we got 28 people voting. 61% say only green team chats, better or no, they say no. So then how come we're not getting 150 likes every day so everybody can chat? I'm literally proving that me having an only green team chat is actually the way to go. Literally proving it. Look, 29 people voted. 59 people say green team chat is not better. But yet, we can't get 150 likes. 150 likes open up the room so everybody can chat. So that means that there's people that they have so much vitriol that even if they could talk, they're not gonna because their hate is so deep. So yes, those people should not be in the room. What the fuck? James S. says, Southern V, I'm from Chicago. A truth is only temporary. It goes back and forth all the time. Nah, just you understand? Sometimes you gotta have proof when you're talking. Because you understand what I'm saying? Just so you can understand the concept. Don't worry, I'm gonna keep exposing and showing. You understand what I'm saying? Why green team chat is better. Join the green team. Green team chat is better. For everybody that's wondering how you could join the green team, I'll show you real quick. Give me 1 second. Green team back chat is better. You're actually able to come in here and have a conversation with me without people trying to distract me and prevent you from having a conversation with me. So for everybody that actually want to talk and actually want to have a conversation with me, this is the only way to go. I'm sorry to tell you. Anyway, for the people who don't want to have an actual conversation with me and just want to yell and scream and all that other bullshit, you're just gonna have to be mad, Joe. If you want to join the green team, all you have to do is go to any video. You're going to hit the join button. Boom. When you hit the join button, you're going to have 3 options. You're going to either be able to be BB and Gang. That's $2 a month. You can either be a bag swinger. That's $10 a month. That's one $10 donation a month. One $10 drop a month. $1.99 drop a month. One $49.99 drop a month. Then you hit the join button at either which one of these 3 levels. There's different incentives and perks that comes with each level. As you can see, there's different incentives and different perks. We're gonna be switching up emojis soon. Like I was trying to tell you, I want to show you something real quick for everybody that don't know. These are the different emojis. When you've been here for a certain time, you're gonna have this emoji. You've been here for a certain time, you're gonna have this emoji. You've been here for a certain time, you're gonna have that emoji, and so on and so on and so on. I think when you get to 2 years, I think this is when you get this emoji. I'm not 100% sure. I gotta check it out. But shout out to Bring It to Life. They did our first merch. Shout out to the Wokecast. That was me and CK. It's actually a pretty good show. Y'all should go check it out. Whenever we have an opportunity, we should be bringing that back. Shout out to oh well, I want to bring it back. I don't know if CK is going to come back or not. I don't know what his. I can't talk about anybody else's choices. I wouldn't see any reason why he wouldn't though. Shout out to Mike Jones. That's the guy that do our music. Shout out to Mike Jones. Salute to Philly. Morning Coffee and 2 Morning Coffee jump offs, because that's actually what started our actual live streams. So that's how you join. For everybody that wanted to know how you join, you go to one of the join buttons. You hit on one of these different levels, and after you hit on whichever the different level, then you hit the join right there. Boom, let's go. Definitely appreciate you guys. With that being said, let's get back to the show. What up, Black Cuddy? Salute to the Black Spades. What up, Sons to Forbes TV? Says you're chilling. What y'all want to talk about? This is the part of the show that we just talked. What y'all want to talk about? This is the part of the show that the idiots usually try to fuck up also. So what y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. If we're not talking about nothing, I'm going to get up out of here. So what we talking about? We got to be doing something. We can't just be sitting here doing nothing. Remember, this isn't like we back at our studio we used to be in. I'm somewhere where other people, how you doing? I'm somewhere where other people have to also be able to do what they need to do. So. We're going to go to a quick break real quick.
Y'all been late on y'all rent. I'm finna put y'all asses out on the goddamn street. Out on the goddamn street.
Here. All right. Oh shit, I hit the whole wrong button and shit. I hit the wrong one, but shout out to Lex Luger with the $10 drop. He said, let's go. Who's next? Lex Luger said, who's next, you red bastards? He's gonna run around. He's gonna be pulling up. He's gonna be giving all type of different torture racks out to all of you red bastards. Southern V says, yeah, Southern V, I do remember you. How you doing, my brother? Southern V says, I just read it. Someone argued me down. No gang violence. I'm like, huh? She knoweth not. You just read what, Southern V? What you talking about? so I could get in on this conversation. Black Cuddy says, why we not pushing the jab on us like 2 months ago? Why are they not pushing the jab on us like 2 months ago? I don't know, but I think a lot of the problem has to deal with that they're not pushing the jab the same. Also, I'm about to tell you the Drake thing because the $10 drop came. But a lot of the reason why I think they might not be pushing the jab the same as they previously pushed it, just so we could be 100% transparent, is because like I told y'all before, I just don't think they expected as much pushback as they currently have. I just don't think that they expected for so many people to want to quit their job. I just didn't think they expected so many police officers to want to quit their job, so many paramedics to want to quit their job. I just didn't think they expected that. I think that they really thought that you got to understand. I'm going to tell you what narcissists is like this. Narcissists believe that if they tell you something enough times, that you're gonna just start saying it yourself, that you're gonna believe it. So narcissists believe that they create the truth. They don't believe that the truth exists outside of what they believe. You understand what I'm saying? So when we have somebody that's in a position of authority like our president, and he's actively telling civil rights advocates, black civil rights advocates, that they don't know what's best for black people, but he does, and he's a Caucasian man, obviously we already know that there's a problem that exists. You understand what I'm saying? So they just did a deal. For everybody that don't know, the government just bought something like $6 billion or some shit like that in hold on, let me get the thing. Hold on. I'm Lex Luger. I'm about to tell you the Drake Kanye Kim thing in 1 second. Hold on. Hold on. The government just did the jab. Okay, so one, in Florida, they literally just signed a bill limiting the jab mandates. So like I said before, they didn't expect so much pushback. There is and I just found out about this, by the way. I literally just found out about this while looking for something else. I did not know this. I literally just found out about this. So there's been, like I said before, there's more pushback than they expected. Which case in Brunswick are you talking about, Lex Luger? Hit me on the DMs or put it here so we can all know what you're talking about. I don't know which case you're talking about. Be a little bit more specific. Let me say about the Kanye West Drake thing real quick. Now we know what the problem was. Kanye didn't have a problem with Drake. His wife did. Kim had a problem with Drake. Kanye never had a problem with Drake. Kim had a problem with Drake. Kanye couldn't be Drake's friend because Kim didn't like him. Husbands are gonna get that. Oh no, the truth from the 90s is not still on. Who said that? Whoever said that there's no truths going on that I know about in Chicago. Part of the problem is that the truth does not exist. It's literally part of the problem in Chicago, right? Anyway, yeah, so now we know. Kanye never had a problem with Drake. The problem was Kim. And if Kim was the one who had the problem with Drake, then who was telling this dude all of the information? Remember when what's this nigga name? Pusha T kept talking about Drake, and he was finding out all of this personal information about Drake. How do you think he was finding that shit out? Kanye really wasn't telling him. It really wasn't Kanye. So now, listen. All of those shots that Drake was taking at Kanye, guess what? Drake wasn't coming for Kanye. Drake could have been coming for Kim Kardashian. Talking about how he lived down the house block. Talking about how he gonna pull up to their house. All that shit that he be talking about Drake. All that shit Drake was talking about Kanye. He probably was really talking about Kim Kardashian. That's where the beef lie. My nigga, when a dude break up with his wife and then immediately go back to being friends with his old bestie, you know what that is. That's not a, you know what that is. Do you think they gonna let them guys free in the case? The dude, Lex Luger is asking me about the Orman Aubrey case. The guy that shot Orman Aubrey just literally got on the stand and admitted that he didn't believe that his life was in any inevitable danger. He just did that. I don't know what's going on. I think that those guys are going to get found guilty. At least one of them might get off. But I think that those guys in general are going to be found guilty. And I think that the guy, Kyle Rittenhouse, I think that there's going to be something going on with his case. I think he's going to end up getting tried again. Mocha says, Kim is a bitch. Women don't run men's friendships. I'm married, legally separated. That's a no-go. Wives have a lane and should not cross that lane. My dude, I'm telling you what I believe happened. Listen and pay attention. Right? We listening and we paying attention, right? As soon as Kanye broke up or separated from Kim, this nigga immediately went back to being friends with Drake. And then as soon as he starts making up with Drake, Kim is seen in public with freaking that Davidson guy, Pete Davidson. We've all been in relationships, my nigga. We all know married couples. House passes Biden's $2 trillion economic plan. The House passed Joe Biden's $2 trillion economic plan. We were just speaking about that, right? Joe Biden's signature plan to expand the social safety net, address climate change, and rewrite tax policies passed the House Friday morning as Speaker Nancy Pelosi united fractionist Democrats to send the legislation to Senate where its fate remained uncertain. So now it's going to Senate. It passed the House. Now it's past the House. It's going to the Senate now. So we'll see what's gonna happen. But also remember, from what I'm hearing, they don't even have enough money to do the plan. Like the government don't have the money to do the thing that's in the plan. So I don't know how that's gonna work. The government don't have the money. James S says Pete Davidson looks like Kid before the surgeries. That's me. I'm not gonna talk about the accuracy. I'm just gonna say that's me though. I'm not gonna go into the accuracy. Hold on one second. Yeah, so I thought somebody was somebody else, and it really was somebody else and shit. My eyes, I don't know. I should have been able to tell. They look alike though, for real, for real. Mocha says her husband was suppressed. Her husband has surpassed her wealth, and Kanye is a threat to her and her family. Nah, he crazy. The hate is real. First of all, Kanye is a Hebrew Israelite, so every person I see that's a Hebrew Israelite that's in that usually gets called crazy. That's one. Two, whenever somebody is trying to control you, they want people to think that you're crazy. They want everything that you do to make it seem like it don't make sense. That's how they control you. So when you go ask for help, they can say, nah, that person really don't need help. They fake it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why you can't tell me somebody is crazy. You can't tell me that. You understand what I'm saying? You can't tell me somebody has a mental health issue. Because I know for a fact that there's more undiagnosed mental health issues than there are diagnosed mental health issues. I literally used to work in the field. So you can't tell me. I know how often people with mental health issues get together and say somebody else have a mental health issue that don't, just in order to try to control that person's life. So that's what people do to try to control you. When they can't make you do a thing, they try to make other people think that what you're doing don't make sense and that you need help. You need assistance. You can't help yourself. You understand? I'm gonna say something real quick. Why we keep hearing about these stories about people becoming famous, and before they was famous, they was at the rock bottom, the rock bottomest of rock bottoms. Why we keep hearing about these stories, but then we see people at rock bottom but make fun of them, rather than thinking that they're just going through a metamorphosis, rather than accepting that they're just going through what it takes to get to where they're going. Before accepting that, when we see somebody that's going through this metamorphosis, what do people say? They drag them, they talk shit about them, right? And then when they make the metamorphosis and they go through the thing, then people are gonna say, "Yeah, I always knew they had it." Yeah, you did always know that they had it. You was trying to actively prevent them from making it to where they was going, because you knew that they had it and you didn't support, right? So you knew they had the capability to do the thing, and instead of helping them to get to where they was obviously gonna make it to, you decided to try to hinder their progress. No, I get you. Damn, Moke, I was about to read that. Whatever this last poll was about. Is the green team better or no? 41% said yeah, 59% said no. If it really wasn't better, just so we could be clear, the likes would be at 150. Because people will come in and say, nah, this shit is bullshit, and hit the like button, so then they could be able to talk. But the fact that the green team is the better thing to do is the proof of that, is that nobody hits the like button to get it up to 150, or enough likes don't get hit to get it up to 150. So there's no reason for me to go back on my plan, because it's bringing me peace, and there's not a big enough uproar to go against it. Boom. Pete Davidson looks like a remake of Beavis and Butthead. I'm there for that. Oh, that's really what you said? I'm here for that. He do look like, he looks weird, man. I don't understand it. Shout out to him though. He must be really, really funny. Like, he must be next level hilarity. Like, everything, single thing he must say in private has to just be shits and giggles. I don't know what to tell you. That nigga look weird. I'm not saying ugly, by the way, because I don't know what man looks attractive and what man looks unattractive. But I do know what weird looks like. That nigga look weird. Oh, we got to 100 likes. Salute that. I keep telling y'all every day, when we get to 150 likes, I open up the chat for anybody to talk. And I'm perfectly fine with the chat not being open. So no matter what happens, I win. Oh, my neck is killing me. We might have to cut this super short for that purpose, to be honest with you. Would y'all like a show in the middle of the day? Just because I'm asking. Would y'all like a show in the middle of the day? Just because I'm asking, just because I'm curious, would y'all like a show in the middle of the day? I don't want to put a poll up, because I'm only speaking to green team members. I don't want to put a poll up because I'm only speaking to green team members. Would y'all like a poll? Would y'all like a show in the middle of the day? I tell you what, this is how we're gonna do it. If you're not a green team member, you could vote with a. If you're not a green team member, you could vote with a hater drop. Anybody could vote with a hater drop, just so we can be clear. But I don't want to put it in the chat because I don't want people that's not green team to really vote unless they're gonna do a hater drop. Just to be clear. I want everybody to join the green team. It's $2 a month. Would y'all like to have a show in the middle of the day? If you're part of the green team, put yes or no. If you would like to vote via Cash App, hater drop. Or if you want to vote via Super Chat, hater drop.
Aquí hay ventiladores. ¿Y ahí está la pared? No, los ventiladores en la pared.
What y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. If not, I'm going to close it out. I'm going to let these nice people in here have their privacy. I've been talking like crazy. My voice, I talked so much yesterday, like my voice was killing me. I ain't going to lie to you. The show in the morning was way too long. Okay, so we got one for a Friday evening show. We only got one person that wants a Friday evening show, just James Black Cuddy. That's it. So we got two people. Only two people? Alright, I mean, maybe I'll do it. I don't know. There's only two people, man, so I don't know, actually. It doesn't sound to me like there's too much of a want. Shout out to NYC Facts with the $5 drop. He says, "What did the five fingers say to the face?" I'm assuming this is the third vote, so we got three. And NYC Facts is green team, so NYC Facts obviously he did it the way we did the vote. He slapped the hater and he voted. Shout out to NYC. You said the recordings. Yeah, shout out to NYC Facts with the $5 drop. Slap the hater. What did the five fingers say to the face? Red business. No. We're gonna do it tonight show. I'm just asking, do y'all think we should do also a show in the middle of the day? I'm gonna try to get some 10-minute videos out. I wasn't able to get 10-minute videos out yesterday because I had a snafu with my room or whatever the case is. So we wasn't able to get none out yesterday. I might be able to get some out today. If y'all want to do the saloon today, I tell y'all what. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do the saloon. I'll do a saloon show, right? But y'all gotta send the drops before the show. That's how we're gonna do it. I'll do a saloon show, but y'all gotta send the drops before the show. So anybody that want to get involved in it, DM me. Anybody that wants to get involved in the saloon show, DM me. Because I don't want anybody to send the saloon show drops unless we have enough to actually do a show. If we don't have enough people involved to do a show, there's no reason to do it. Right? So if y'all want me to do a saloon show, I'll do the saloon show. But I want the drops beforehand because me doing a saloon show and then don't know drops come. That's what the show's for. Right? If that makes sense. So anybody that wants to get involved in the saloon show and will like to be a part of it, DM me. If I get enough people that want to be a part of the saloon show before 3 o'clock, then we do it. Of course, there has to be a timeline on it because if we do the I need to know whether if we're gonna do a show in the evening or not, a evening show or not. You understand? I'm trying to make sense. Shout out to Rich. He says, BBN, salute. Stay hater free. Stay free of all the haters. Every hater that ever existed. We're going to stay so free of them. There's going to be no chains. There's going to be nothing holding us back. The haters are going to be all over there. We're going to be all over there. Shout out to Rich. Letting the haters know you will not be part of our algorithm. Rat bastards. Who's next? Mocha says, Black Cuddy, great suggestion for some soul throat. Yeah, I gotta get some tea today. That's a fact. Some lemon works wonders. That's a fact. Don't let anybody lie to you. So, y'all want to do the saloon outside? Like I said before, if we get enough drops, I'll do the saloon outside. You know how cold it is today? If we get enough drops, I promise you, we'll do the saloon outside. That means that the drops got to come before 1 o'clock then. Because the sun is going to be in the sky the highest between noon and freaking like 1:30. So I'm gonna need the sun in the sky. 1 for y'all to see me, and 2 to be warm. So if y'all want to do the thing, I need everybody to hit me before 1 o'clock. If I get enough people that hit me up before 1 o'clock and want to do it, then we do it. Then you send the drop. Other than that, then there's no reason. I hear you saying yes, E. Simmons. E. Simmons is saying yes. I think El Perez is saying yes. I see a couple of people saying yes. Okay, you saying Dolph. I'm not trying to ignore anybody. I'm so sorry. Yes, keep it green. Yes. Oh no, we were not going back off of the green team thing. Once again, if the people who are not green team want to speak, they'll hit the like button 150 times. That's it. That's all. It's not that hard. That's it. That's all. You hit the like button 100. That's it. That's all. Shout out to Mocha with the $5 drop. Mocha says, "Hater slap. We slapping all the haters. We're gonna slap the haters so hard this way that our fingerprints is gonna be on the reverse side of their face in a reverse manner. We're gonna slap people so hard that the taste is gonna literally jump out of their mouth. They're not gonna be able to taste or smell for the rest of their lives. They're never gonna know what pizza. They're gonna forget what pizza tastes like. They're gonna be so pissed every time the McRib comes back around. First of all, McDonald's, don't nobody care about the damn McRib. Bring back the bagel damn steak sandwich, please. Could we please bring back the bagel and cheese steak sandwich in McDonald's? Don't nobody care about the fucking McRib. The the bagel steak thing in McDonald's was the best thing on the menu. Bring that shit back. Fuck the McRib. Keep that McRib shit. Mocha slapped the taste all the way out of the person's mouth. The person is now writing memoirs about how they remember things tasting. They writing whole books talking about the memories of when their taste buds still existed in their mouths. Said taste buds are also off writing their own memoir about when they existed inside of a person's mouth. Oh man, let's go. Hold on, man. Hold on. I'm getting going right now. Who's next? Hold on. I'm getting the go right now. We ripping right now. Who's next, you red bastards? Every time I start getting going, it's usually at the end of the show, and then it drops in, and then some of the best calls don't come out. But we do got to go. It's getting late, and people got to get their day going. With that being said, everybody enjoy your day. Once again, whenever the likes go up to 150 likes, everybody can talk. So you could just look at the likes and the dislikes. That's just proof that only having a green team here is the best decision. That's literally the proof. People are so upset and angry and hating so hard that they rather not chat, not be able to talk, than hit the like button. I don't know what to tell you. That's all the proof I need that I'm doing the right thing. Mocha says, in Memphis, McDonald's have hot biscuits and sausage gravy. That's fire. Our California McDonald's don't have that. Shout out to Memphis. James S. says, she slapped them so hard they got COVID. They got COVID. Damn, I wish I didn't just say that word. This video demonetized as we speak. They slapped them so hard that the jab didn't exist anymore. They moved all the way back to 1987. Anyway, with that being said, I hope everybody's had a beautiful day. I really enjoyed this live this morning. Thank you very much for everybody that pulled up into the live. We're gonna have a beautiful day today. We're gonna do all the winning. We're gonna do all the winning. Today's gonna be a beautiful day. All the things that we've been asking for, all the things that we've been trying to bring into our lives, God's trying to bring that into our lives also. Don't never forget that. God is always trying to bring all the things in your life that you need in order to be the best you possible. All we have to do is have an opening up of enough mind and make sure that we don't have the elements around us that's going to make those blessings go away. So we have to make sure that we cultivate the type of relationships and we cultivate the type of energy inside of ourselves that's going to allow for our blessings to magnify and also multiply. Because we don't only want to be blessed ourselves, we want the ability in reality to be able to bless other people. Because one being blessed by themselves, that's the ultimate poorness. That's the ultimate emptiness. You being blessed while everybody else has nothing. That's the real reason why so many rich people are sad. They just don't know it and they just don't understand. There's a certain thing that our heart and our soul needs to do in order to be good with itself. And one of those things is in reality to nurture. That's why women are so easy at it. They have a way harder life than most men. Women have to live in a society where they're going to be considered second no matter what they do. So let's be more nurturing with each other. Let's be more understanding of each other. Because when we're being more nurturing, more understanding of each other, we're being more nurturing and understanding of ourselves. Live up to your full potential. Allow for the universe to give you the things that you need in order for you to be the best person that you could be. And whenever you have things around you that's trying to take away from that element, you have to exorcise them from your existence. I'm not saying exercise like run and jump. I mean exorcise like exorcist. Remove our blinders. Make sure that all of those individuals that's trying to stop you, and some of those individuals might be ourselves, make sure that that light that's burning inside of you, that brightness that makes sure that you are unflappable, that your flame is an incandescent light into the bleakness of reality that's going to allow for all of the prosperity to be able to be pulled to you and your loved ones. Allow for that to happen. All right? Because this is where we're going and this is how the world is going to happen. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I have not forgotten about you. And that's all I get in this one.